fish
sandwiches.
It's time! It's time!
These are such easy prey.
This isn't funny anymore!
Hi guys, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And we are bringing you another Freakin ranking here on the Freakin Studios YouTube page. Make sure you guys are following, hitting the notification bell, subscribing to it so you know when these are dropping. We promise you guys on our show that we will be doing a fish ranking. If you guys listen to our podcast, this Freakin show, we talk about doing a fish ranking to kind of rank the best fish sandwiches fast food has to offer.
Sandwiches.
Fish sandwiches. Fish sandwiches that fast food has to offer. And we talked about it, we talked about doing obviously McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's. We're incorporating Arby's, Culver's, and Popeyes into it as well. This is Cartoon Joe's idea. So I'm going to let you kind of like run a little bit of it. We'll kind of bounce back and forth so we kind of both take in charge of this.
Ownership.
Absolutely. So we got 6 different places that we're going to choose from. And some places actually have multiples. Some places do offer a spicy version of the regular fish sandwich. Mm-hmm. And Arby's actually offers an additional sandwich outside of their regular and spicy.
That's right.
So we got 9 different sandwiches to choose from. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Numbered down on my sheet.
So we got 9 different sandwiches to choose from. We're going to rank them from 1 to 9. We're supposed to have 11, but Burger King obviously doesn't carry the spicy at this moment, and Culver's didn't have the walleye.
Yeah,
so
which is such a shame. Walleye is delicious.
I was really looking forward to walleye. But, Joe, tell them what we're ranking them on.
Yeah, so we're going to be ranking these sandwiches on taste, basically how good they taste to us. Mm-hmm. Pretty straightforward. Travel, how well did they travel? As you'll see throughout the video, some of these sandwiches are already kind of squished. Some of them come in nice boxes that hopefully help protect them. Mm-hmm. You'll recall when we did the Portillo's video, the fish sandwiches we got were put in a giant styrofoam container and basically arrived in pieces, which is not how a sandwich
did
should
not
be.
travel well.
Yeah, traveled terribly. Ingredients, we've got the ingredients listed on little Post-it notes in front of us that you can't see, but we can, so that we can tell you what's included, what's not included. That way you know what your basic fish sandwich has.
Yes.
So maybe you want pickles. It doesn't come with pickles. Now you know. And finally, the price. So we've got some of these sandwiches are very inexpensive, and some of them I think are actually they're a little ridiculous. And so hopefully they're as good as they cost.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll find out for you.
Yeah, and obviously, I don't know what the prices were before pandemic, because obviously we saw a lot of prices go up since pandemic. So
Yep.
I don't know if a lot of these did cause that or not. I do know that Burger King had a deal on the 2 for $5. So
Burger King had a 2 for $5. Arby's had a 2 for $6. Everybody else didn't have multiple sandwiches.
Yeah.
So
we're going to dive into it. We already listed out the order we want to go in. So, Joe, you made the first pick, so why don't we start with that?
So hopefully, now one thing that I did notice is that these are not well labeled from the places that have multiple sandwiches. So I hope that this is the Arby's Hawaiian Deluxe fish sandwich. And it may not be. I don't know. There's some chives there. Looks like it did not travel well. Definitely a mess inside there. I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. But
So I can tell you this one is not the Hawaiian.
not the Hawaiian.
Right, this one is not the Hawaiian.
This is actually the spicy, I bet, because that's little pieces of jalapeno.
Okay, there we go.
So I guess we're starting with the spicy.
We're going to start with the Arby's crispy fish sandwich, the spicy version of it. For Arby's, the spicy sandwich comes obviously with the Alaskan pollock, which finding out actually getting all this information together. A lot of places use Alaskan pollock. So we're gonna it's gonna have the fish, sesame seed bun, shredded lettuce, and tartar sauce.
Yep.
So it's your sandwich, man. Go ahead and cut that in half.
Yeah.
We need this piece of fish.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, and tomato. No. Okay. So for me, spicy Arby's sandwich. I went 4 on taste. It's actually not that bad. And I love spicy. I think they do it with a little extra kick. Speaking of kick, that's my dog when you guys hear nails clipping around. because Cooper's a dick, and Cooper can't just go lay down.
He can't help it.
I know, right?
He's just a sweet dummy.
Travel, I give it a 2. It's a little bit mushed. Paper is not really the best to travel with. I'm more a premium sandwich.
And the patty actually broke.
It did. Yeah, and I ate that part.
So I give it a 1 on travel.
Okay, what do you give it on taste?
I give it a 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Ingredients, I give it a 3 just because I like cheese on my sandwiches.
Oh, that's fair.
I do love cheese. This one did not have cheese, but it did have like lettuce and tomato and everything else, which was fine. I could do without tomato. I'm fine with lettuce. But without cheese, I'm giving it a 3. And price, I'm going 3.5. It's I think it's right there in the middle, like you said, right there in the middle when it came to price.
Yeah. So I also give it a 3 for price. I actually give it a 5 for the ingredients. I really like the jalapeno. I love tomato on just about anything. And I do think it would have been improved by cheese, but I'm not going to hold it against it that it didn't have it.
I'm definitely going to hold it against it that it didn't have it because cheese is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No, I'm going to guess this one is the Hawaiian. Yep.
I think so.
Because it doesn't have a sesame seed bun.
Oh.
That, I'm not sure if you consider that travel.
That is.
That is not.
Can I give it a negative? I mean, I know we're on a 1 to 5 scale here, but good lord.
I give it a 0.5. You can do negative if you want, yeah.
No.
So this is the Arby's Hawaiian. This has the crispy filet sandwich, so it's no different than the other filet. Tartar sauce, cheddar cheese, tomatoes, shredded lettuce, and it's on a King's Hawaiian roll.
That explains how I got so squished.
Yeah. So if I can try to put this back together the best I can, and just give it a little cut here.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
There you go.
So, cheers. Oh, look at that. All right. What you got?
Oh gosh, I put it in the wrong order. That's so funny. So for taste, I thought it tastes like a fish sandwich.
Okay.
There's nothing special about it to me. I gave it a 3.
I too gave it a 3, but I'm not a big sweet guy when it comes to sandwiches. And that Hawaiian roll, I'm just not a big fan of. I've never been a big fan of Hawaiian bread.
Oh, I love Hawaiian bread.
The only time I ever eat it is when you get like the loaf, like the spinach dip.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Outside of that, yeah, to put it on a fish sandwich now.
Yeah, I don't mind the Hawaiian bread. I don't mind the sweet.
Pick that bun up.
Yeah.
Is that burnt?
It's it's definitely grilled.
Okay.
For travel, I give it a 0.5.
I give it a 0.
Yeah.
That is messy.
Yeah, I thought it was, even though the patty didn't break, I actually thought it traveled worse because it was so squished.
Yeah.
For ingredients, I thought it was fine. It was very middle of the road for me. I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 5. It had cheese on it.
That's fair.
Now, granted, the cheese didn't add anything to the flavor.
No, I couldn't even taste the cheese.
And I'm glad because they're doing it with like a cheddar. It's not regular American cheese. So, I 5'd the ingredients.
Well, you'd think the cheddar would help balance out the sweet.
Yeah.
And it really didn't.
No.
Yeah. And it's very expensive for what you're getting. So I gave it a 1.
Gotcha. I still gave it a 3 because, even for $5, they give you more on the sandwich for the price. And I think realistically, you're probably just paying for the bread, which I wasn't a big fan of, but there's a justification to it, especially adding cheese and stuff too. So, price-wise, based on the price, based on the flavor of it and stuff like that, yeah, I guess I think
middle of the
3's
road
right
for you.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yep. That's the spicy one.
This will be the regular.
That's right. So
Yeah, we're just going to round out Arby's. Why not?
yeah, we definitely went
Just in
back
case you're
on
not
it.
sick of Arby's yet. This one broke too. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, Arby's does not travel well. The thing is too is like it's an actual like fillet. It's not like, when we get into McDonald's and it's a square.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we could really sit there and like, say, hey, listen, this is what you bringing, but I mean like
What's on this one? It's just, this one doesn't even have tomato.
no,
This is just tartar sauce and lettuce,
So maybe it was just tomato because it was a spicy. But yeah, it's a fish bun, lettuce, and tartar sauce.
It sure is a fish sandwich. I like the fish. I never grew up liking fish sandwiches like this.
I don't know why, but I could smell the fish more on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it smells like a kind of dog food I gave Coops.
Yeah.
But it's too plain. Alright. Taste, I gave it a 1. It's travel, I gave it a 2. It sucks that the piece broke off, but it is a bigger piece of fish.
Yeah.
So, ingredients, I gave it a 2. Yes, I gave you lettuce. Yes, I gave you tartar sauce. But there's nothing else. You know, at least everything else is like 3 pieces of ingredients. This one you have to include the bun in order to get 3.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the bun's not that great.
No.
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 And price, I gave it a 2. I'm sorry, but if you're putting less ingredients on a sandwich, it shouldn't cost as much as spicy.
It's a fair point.
Yeah. This one I will not finish.
I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, this one won't be finished.
I gave it a, honestly, it's very middle of the road taste for me. I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
Travel, it looked exactly the same as the spicy one to me.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 1. Ingredients, I also gave it a 2. Price, I gave it a 3. So, because it's $3.
Yeah.
Which whatever.
I got
What
it.
do you expect for $3, really?
True.
Louisiana fresh.
Popeye's regular. And they labeled it. So,
Nice.
kudos on that.
Shout out to Popeyes. That's already at least a 1.
Yeah, so,
Flat,
yeah.
kind of squished. More than kinda. Holy moly, Popeyes.
Yeah. Oh, they do say love that chicken.
Let's see, this is the classic.
This is the regular kind of fish. Where's Popeye's at?
There.
There we go. Flounder.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
this, is
that.
so this is the flounder fish fillet, a brioche bun, pickle, and tartar sauce. So no lettuce, no.
Looks like the tartar sauce got absorbed into the bun,
Yeah.
if it's there at all.
Oh, they put it on both sides, and then there's the 2 pickles.
Yep.
So okay.
Nice, 2 pickles for a giant sandwich.
Yeah, and they're just right on top of each other, and they're like the butts of the pickles too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take that
Oh,
one. I'll
yeah,
take
we
the other
can't pickle. Yeah. So
one. All right. Try and get pickle on my bite.
not as much of a fishy smell. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I like flounder.
Yeah. Oh man, the texture is so good.
I think I kind of want to watch Little Mermaid now.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually pretty good.
For that one, I think that was a pretty good sandwich. I bite into it. The texture is way better than anything from Arby's so far. I gave it a 4 for taste.
I gave it a 4 for taste as well. The thing is, too, like, and when it comes to ingredients, I gave it a 2
Same.
because there was very limited ingredients, but it tasted so good without so much.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm gonna assume that maybe they try to figure out, like, hey, listen, how much tartar sauce we have to put on? We don't have to put that much on because I think a lot of it ends up being the spices that are in
the breading of the fish. Yeah.
Yeah, so I went with 4 on taste as well.
Yeah. I thought it traveled terribly, like
Gave it
all
a
of
1.
these have so far. I gave it a 1.
Yep.
And I thought price was middle of the road. I gave it a 3 as well. So far, 3 is the most. They're all fine.
I gave it a 2 just because of the limited toppings on
That's
the
fair.
regular sandwich.
That's fair.
So at $4.50 isn't too bad, especially for the flounder. I'm assuming flounder is a little bit more of a nicer fish to serve than a pollock.
Mm-hmm.
But still, at $4.50, it's throw some lettuce on there or some shit.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, let's stick with Popeyes because we're already here.
I'm excited for this one.
I also
because
think that other one could have benefited from extra pickles.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, even when they only put just the 2 pickles on it, it was like the butt ends of fucking pickles.
This one traveled a little bit better, but not a whole lot.
No.
What we got on? Almost nothing on that side.
Yeah,
Some kind of
that's
spicy
what
tartar sauce. Some kind of spicy tartar sauce.
Those are bigger pickles.
Yeah.
This is going to be better.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good sandwich. All right.
Cut it up. Yeah.
All right. I sliced your dick. Ooh.
Yeah. There we go. We got to do it now. We're committed. Got dinks.
I actually like that less.
I'm definitely underwhelmed. Mine's going to be really easy. I did 2s across. The taste just, it wasn't there for me. In my mind, it's like, okay, we want to make a spicy fish sandwich, but let's really emphasize the spicy.
Yeah.
Like, I think they really looked at spicy and just ended it there.
Yeah.
It's good. It's just, it needs some more. Like, if they were to have, like, a spicy deluxe fish fillet, lettuce, tomato, cheese, I'd be on board. Mm-hmm. Travel-wise, I went 2. It did travel better than the other one. Still not as great. Ingredients, I also went 2 just because lettuce, tomato would have been great on that.
Yeah.
Especially to balance out the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And price, I think, is just like the other Flounder. I think for $4.50 you're getting Flounder, which is great, but for $4.50 you want more of a better looking sandwich, maybe something that comes in a box.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I really like the Popeye's chicken sandwich and spicy chicken sandwich, and I think it was the same sauce.
Yeah.
But on chicken, it tastes good. Mm-hmm. But on this, it was just like it just tasted like vinegar and fish.
Yeah.
Which nothing inherently wrong with that. I like a good fish and chips from an Irish place that has malt vinegar instead of ketchup.
Yeah.
But not on my Popeye's chicken sandwich, I guess.
Arby's has a better spicy.
Yeah. So I gave it a 2 for taste, a 1.5 for travel, a 1 for ingredients because I agree. If it had lettuce and tomato on there, I think it would. I think even the taste would bump up to a 4. Probably.
You just need something to balance out the heat.
Yeah. So and then I kept it at a 3. So even if you need a flavor to come with the heat.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a habanero pepper is delicious but also very spicy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I mean, like you can sit there and you can enjoy a jalapeno,
Right.
but when you fill it with fucking cream cheese and deep fry it,
Yeah.
it's even better. Or when you wrap it in bacon.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which
I gave you the better of the 2 Burger King sandwiches we have. This one's hard as a rock.
let me see it. Oh my god. Excellent. Okay.
It's a good thing these videos aren't sponsored.
Yet.
Yeah. I mean, by these food places.
Oh yeah.
It is sponsored by, if you got to wash that fish smell off you. Because you've been eating fish sandwiches for an hour.
Yeah, if you feel like you're floundering.
Head on over to ballwash.com. Use the discount code FreakNet and get 15% off your order.
100%, yeah. I mean, you know what? Ball wash has yet to fall into like the mouth hygiene category.
Yeah.
I think they're really missing out. Like a mouthwash. I mean, I don't know how manly you can make mouthwash.
Yeah, probably
I mean,
Pro toothpaste or something.
Right. I mean, they already got like the shampoo, conditioner, the body wash, the nut rub, they have everything. Cartoon Joe just gave me the belated Christmas gift from ballwash.com.
Yeah.
I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance, make sure you check out ballwash.com. Use the promo code FreakNet to save yourself 15% on your entire order.
Yep.
All right, this is the big fish. This is the first one, I think, is a square.
Yep. Also, it's just a regular sized fish.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should hold that against them for lying, but
Yeah, not very big. You got 2 pickles, lettuce, tartar sauce. Gonna scooch this over onto the other side there.
yep.
Oh, big fish, Burger King. Got Alaskan pollock, just like Arby's. Tartar sauce, pickle on a brioche bun. We bought it for 2 for $5.
Yep.
Yep, so
$2.50.
$2.50.
That's not bad.
Go ahead. I'm gonna do an angle cut.
Nice. I'm glad you did.
I go for some triangles instead of rectangles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm cutting it on the paper, but whatever.
Yeah.
Can't even get through the fucking bun. Did I get it? Oh, fucking it. Okay.
Oh man, Burger King, get it together.
Okay.
So I feel like it was a very middle of the road fish sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm taking into account the price of it. I think it's a pretty low price thing, so I shouldn't expect it to taste particularly good. So I think I just gave it a middle of the road taste. I thought it traveled better than anything else, so I gave it a 3. As far as ingredients, I'm glad it had more ingredients than the previous couple, so I liked that. Although still only got a 2. And then, ironically, I think we've hit a point of cheapness where the price it's a great price. Who doesn't want to eat a fish sandwich for $2.50 unless it's the most $2.50 fish sandwich you've ever had?
Yeah, it's one of the things where you could definitely, justify the $2.50 if you're like eating this right away.
Yeah.
I went 1 for taste because it tastes no different than the Arby's classic chicken sandwich to me. Like I said, I don't think that's tartar sauce. I'm pretty sure that's mayonnaise. I did travel as a 4 just because, it's built like the box that McDonald's comes in. Ingredients, I did 2 just because I'm pretty sure, again, it's mayo, not tartar sauce. Price, I went 3 just because it is a cheaper alternative. So if you're looking for something quick and easy and cheap, 2 for $5 on Burger King.
Yep.
So,
let's do the filet of fish. All right. I'm hoping that this is good. I hope that this is better than the Burger King. Although, once again, we're in a box. You think it would travel nice, and the buns look fine except for they're all
just
wonky.
slid away. Yeah. But the other thing too, I think McDonald's.
And then it's stuck.
Yeah. I think there we go. McDonald's is the only one I think that steams their bun. Everything else has been toasted, right?
Yeah, I believe you're right. Okay. Well, let's look and see. No pickles. It does have a relish inside of the tartar sauce. That's part of the tartar sauce. So it's like a mayonnaise and relish tartar sauce.
Yeah, McDonald's is very plain on their stuff.
Their cheese completely slid off into its own little melting pool.
And there's
no other cheese. They only use half?
They only use half a slice.
I didn't know that. I was wondering about that when you mentioned it in the car.
Yeah, $4.63.
For $4.63, you should get a full slice of cheese. Yes. This is America, damn it. Oh, it looks like real fish. I forgot to take a bite on the cheese side.
So, I went 4 on taste just because I think it's more nostalgic than anything. Out of all the sandwiches, this is the fish I get the most. Plus, it's filet of fish. I mean, you know what it is. Travel, I went with a 3. Granted, yeah, it did kind of slide off and kind of all fucking wonky. But it looked like a sandwich when we pulled it out of the box. Mm-hmm. So I think boxes are bonus. Only 2 of them came in boxes. This one in Culver's. Mm-hmm. Ingredients, I went 2 because, like I said, at least it had cheese. It was only half a slice. And it did bring the tartar sauce. And I think there was more tartar sauce on it than any other sandwich. Price, I went 1 just because it's McDonald's and they charge $4 and nearly $5 for that.
They did?
It was $4.83, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, knock that down a bit.
Yeah, after taxes by us, it was $4.83 for that sandwich. So, so 4 for taste, 3 for travel, 2 for ingredients, 1 for price.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5. I agree. It's also the sandwich that I go to if I want a fish sandwich because McDonald's is everywhere. The same thing with I go to Starbucks for a cup of coffee or Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Because they're everywhere. So I gave it 3.5 for for taste 3.5. With cheese, it's a lot better than without cheese. You should, if you order it, see if they'll put a full slice of cheese on for you.
Yeah,
that would make a huge difference.
I wonder what they would charge. Like if you ask for extra cheese and they just put 1 single piece of cheese on it, do they charge you for that?
Right? You'd think they wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's insane that they don't do a full slice of cheese.
Yeah, only on the double filet.
Ridiculous. I'm almost mad enough about that to take points off somewhere else. Travel, I gave it a 2.5. It should have traveled better in a box. It's ridiculous, and the fact that you only get a half slice of cheese, and it pooled all on one side.
Yeah,
that's just it bothers me. I gave it a 3 for ingredients because it had everything I want on a fish sandwich. Yeah. But it wasn't, and it had the right amount of stuff, but it wasn't like anything special.
Yeah. Can I go to the Wendy's? I really want to see that Culver's relax.
Right. I was kind of thinking the same thing.
I'm putting a lot of trust on it.
This is a nice sized fish sandwich.
Right.
Traveled great. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Even for a square, that's pretty big. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the same size as all their burger patties.
God. Wendy, Feel that bun. Feel the guy,
it's
right?
very nice. What's on there?
So Wendy's
I thought I saw
has
pickles.
the pollock fish fillet, premium bun, dill tartar sauce, crinkle cut pickle, and lettuce.
Nice.
And this sells for $4.56.
So it's cheaper than McDonald's. It's bigger than McDonald's.
Yeah.
By the way.
This is what the big fish should have been. God damn, why can't I cut through?
I don't know. Do you need a different knife?
No, we're good.
All right. Boop. Oh, it smells good.
Oh, so much better.
That was a good sandwich. I'm really happy with it. I think it might be the best tasting sandwich we've had so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I did debate whether or not to make it the same as I gave the Arby spicy Popeye classic a 4. I gave this a 4.5. I think it's the best tasting sandwich we've had so far.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for travel, it's in a foil thing.
Yeah.
It traveled beautifully.
They gave
it a full 5 for that.
Nice.
The ingredients are great. Like I said, I don't really like dill, but I thought it tasted nice with this. Pickles, I mean, throw pickles on anything, and I love it.
All right.
Could have used tomatoes, but it didn't have to have it.
Every time I order burgers, I always get extra pickles.
Yeah. So I gave it a 4 for ingredients, and then that's cheaper than a McDonald's one,
Wow.
and that much better. I give it a full 4
Okay.
for price.
Oh. I went. This is my highest sandwich so far. I went 4 on taste.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the best tasting Alaskan pollock, but it's still just pollock. Travel, I went with 5. Like I said, there was just a foil wrapper. It was in a bag, no different than the other ones, and it looked perfect.
Yeah.
Ingredients, I went with a 3 just because I wish it could have been a little bit more, like a tomato or a cheese or something.
Yeah.
If
If it had those, it would have been a 5.
Yeah. Price, I went with a 3 just because I think it's still a little bit pricier for being like a Wendy's sandwich. I mean, maybe cut $1 off of it, probably could have been a 5 for me.
Yeah,
but I went
agreed.
3.
All right, Culvers, don't let us down.
Well, the time looks like it already did. That is not what I was expecting.
I wasn't expecting it either. Now it's got that pooled. Oh, this is shredded cheese.
Okay.
That's fun. It's different.
Culver's North Atlantic Cod.
You can't see it. It's fine.
North Atlantic Cod, tartar sauce, lettuce, Wisconsin cheddar on a hoagie roll.
It's an ugly sandwich.
It is
Traveled okay, as far as
yeah, it's not put together well.
That's the problem. It's not put together well. Nothing on the top.
No, looks like they
Probably
put it
just
on the
butter.
bottom.
Yeah, and the bottom's just got everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the cheddar fell off. So nice, nice. Good job, friends. Cut it like this so that we can each get a little cheese with it. It just wants to squish.
We good now?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes you gotta do what a man does.
What kind of fish was this again?
This was Atlantic cod.
Okay. I do like cod.
So I think this is more of a premium kind of fish.
Oh, here's a codfish. Everything's there for a good sandwich. But it doesn't come together for me. I thought it tasted pretty good. I really like the texture of the cod. I like the taste of it. Real clean fish, not very fishy.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it 3.5 for taste. As far as travel, it was in a box, and it was in better shape than the McDonald's one that was also in a box. So I gave it a 4 for travel. But I will say that's with the caveat that it was not put together well at all. Ingredients, I get what you're trying to do with the cheddar, but they didn't bring anything to the party for me at all. So I gave it a 2 for ingredients. And then for the price, $6.75 for a sandwich that doesn't really taste like anything.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it tasted good, but it wasn't anything special. I gave it a 1.5. That's too much for this sandwich.
Gotcha. I went 5 on taste. It was really fucking good, and granted, like a lot of the cheese did fall off, but the cheese he did get really added to the sandwich. I'm a huge fan of good bread, and I think that one was really good. I probably would like it maybe a little bit more toasted, but I mean, I don't know. I think they did pretty well. They didn't burn it.
Yeah. True.
No, it's buttered, so.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah.
So good. Travel, I did go on a 3. Granted, it was probably more of it being put together than it was traveling. But, I'm sorry, it all goes together. It's got to travel from the kitchen to our car, to here. All of it's included. The cheese fell off of it.
Fair.
That's on them. Ingredients, I went 4. I mean, they had almost everything you needed. Tartar sauce, lettuce, cheddar, hoagie. Maybe it would have been nice to have some tomato on there. But, I mean, it had cheese, which I'm a huge fan of cheese on it. Had the tartar sauce. You know, had the lettuce, whatever. Price, I went 3 just because it is pricier. It's probably the priciest sandwich. Mm-hmm. But it's also the nicest fish.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to factor in that it's a cod, you know? I mean,
That's fair.
You know, everything else, like I said, everything was pollock except for the Popeyes, which was Flounder.
Right.
So, yeah. So, yeah. 5, 3, 4, 3. Oh. All right, Joe. Well, let me write down my totals, and then I'll get your totals, and then we'll decide which one's the best.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, why do that? You want to tell them about Audible?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm enjoying this piece of hoagie roll. That's actually really good bread. What to say about Audible? Do you like being read to? Do you like being told stories? I do. I love to be told stories. I love to be read to. I love professionals telling me stories. And the best way to do that, the best way to experience that for me, is to go to audibletrial.com/freaknet and sign up for a free trial of audible.com. They've got all sorts of cool things now. If you're into podcasts, they got podcasts. Hopefully you're into podcasts. You're listening to ours. They got podcasts. They got short fiction. They got long fiction. They got books. They got all kinds of books. It's a great place to listen to people read to you. So if you want to try it out for yourself, go to audibletrial.com/freaknet. Sign up for a free 30-day trial. Get your first free audiobook. I recommended Tribe forever ago. Mm-hmm. I finally read it.
Nice.
And I read it by listening through audible.com. And it was fantastic. It's a very short book. It's only about 3 hours. And you can change the speed that you're listening to. You can listen to one speed. You can listen to it slower if you like a slower reader. You can listen to it fast. I listened to it at about 1.5 times speed. And I got it done in like 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's a great book. Really good book. And it's at 2 hours, it's short enough you could listen to it 2 or 3 times. Really get your money's worth out of it. You really get your money's worth out of your free trial. So head up to audibletrial.com/freaknet right now. Get yourself a free 30-day trial. Get yourself a free audiobook. What are you waiting for? Turn this off and go do it.
Do it.
And then come back because we got rankings.
We do got rankings. Okay, Joe. So, I'm going to put my math skills to the test. I'm going to slide this out of the way here. So, tell me what your total is, and then I'm going to do the math in my head real quick. So, let's start with Popeye Flounder.
Popeye's, the classic?
The classic, yeah.
I gave it a 10.
10, okay, so that's a 19. Popeye Spicy.
I gave it a 7.5.
7.5, so that's 15.5. Hawaiian.
I gave that a 7.5.
7.5, so that's 18.5. Arby Classic.
9.
9, that's 16. Arby Spicy.
13.
13, so that's 25.5. Burger King.
A 10.
That's 20. McDonald's.
11.5.
So that's 21.5. Wendy's.
17.5.
17, so that's 27, a 32, 25, and then Culver's
11.
11, so that's 26. Okay, so that's first place. That's second place. That's third place. And the rest of them don't matter. Cool. So third place was the Arby spicy fish sandwich. First one we tried.
Oh, yeah. That was so good.
Second place was the Culver's Atlantic cod. And our winner is the Wendy's.
Congratulations, Wendy's.
Wendy's is the best. So if you guys are looking for a fish sandwich to try, even though... There we go. Perfect. Is this the flag of victory?
Yep.
Oh, Wendy. If you guys are looking for a fish sandwich to try, like I said, even though Lent's over, doesn't mean you can't buy a fish sandwich from time to time.
Yep.
Head over to Wendy's and grab one of their fish sandwiches. Currently not a sponsor of the podcast, but who knows? Maybe we'll just throw some money because we mentioned them.
Yeah, come on, Dave.
Yeah, fucking Dave.
Come back from the dead and pay us.
Keep us in mind. Again, thank you for sitting through this with us and enjoying this. I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for watching us freaking rank fish sandwiches so you don't have to.
Yep.